Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, we know that the Blade movie has absolutely been in, well, production hell for the last few years. We've had the rumors and we've had the confirmations come out about how the fact that the entire team that was originally involved with the movie, outside of the actor Ali being completely and totally fired, being completely and totally removed, the entire last original script getting thrown in the garbage, getting set on fire, and being completely and totally redone. And if the rumor mill ends up being true, well, with the rumor, which we'll probably never find out, but if the rumor mill is true out of there, kind of things, the kind of insanity, the lackluster amount of fight scenes, the completely and totally different kind of direction. I mean, literally bringing Ali's character in as Blade, only to end up replacing him with his daughter, which is a trope that we have seen happen time and time again throughout a lot of the modern Marvel comics out there. And boys and girls, it was something that the actor Ali was simply not going to put up with. He has put his foot down. He has said, no, you are not going to disrespect the character of Blade. You are going to do this movie right. I am a star that deserves better than this, and I will not put up with it. And apparently, according to all the stuff behind the scenes that we've heard, that's exactly what we are getting. So as of right now, boys and girls, I am still cautiously optimistic about the Blade movie, just like I was initially about the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, which I have now moved into absolute optimism about. And I think with Ali out there making his voice heard and making sure that they are not going to screw up the character of Deadpool, or Deadpool got Deadpool and Wolverine on the brain, make sure that they are not out there and going to screw up the character of Blade. Boys and girls, I think we might actually be in the ride for something good. And our dear, sweet, I say that very sarcastically, Kevin Feige has a lovely little update on us, boys and girls, on what's currently going on with the Blade movie and whether or not it's going to end up getting the R rating that it absolutely properly deserves. And considering the fact of the absolute success that will be the Deadpool and Wolverine movie that's going to make $1 billion, considering the fact that it's rated R, I'd imagine all signs are going to point to yes for a rated R Blade movie, which is exactly what the character deserves to be done properly. And I think it's exactly what the actor Ali wants as well. And of course, we know that's what the fans want. So, before we get into this article from Variety, give you the juicy details of exactly what Kevin Feige said. If you do enjoy our content, hit that like button, share it with all your friends, and subscribe or follow if you have not already, because we are just crossed 800 on Rumble and YouTube as well, and we are sailing our way towards 900, and I could not do that without every single one of you. Also, leave us a comment in the comment section down below. Let us know if you're cautiously optimistic, if you're worried about this, or if you have absolutely no interest because it's coming from Disney Marvel in the Blade movie going forward, and you'll definitely wait to see what actually happens and what other people say about it. But either way, let us know about all of that in the comments section down below. So Marvel's Blade's reboot, Kevin Feige says the most important thing is not rushing it after 2 years of trying to crack that movie. Teases R rating. Well, yeah, this movie has been an absolute development hell, and whether or not they're talking about actually maybe not rushing it was ever in the intent from the beginning, no, I don't think so. I think what happened was you ended up coming with a hot pile steaming of garbage of a script and a plan for a movie that clearly was the exact same plan and the exact same kind of nonsense that has failed with you time and time again, and not only in the Disney Marvel box office, but especially with the Disney Plus streaming services out there that have been under the Marvel brand that have been absolute abysmal failures when you try to once again replace a legacy character with some new fresh brand that you, for somebody in the marketing department, told you was going to work. No, no, no. And Mr. Ali was not putting up with that, and I'm here for it. So Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige spoke to Black Tree TV on this press tour for Deadpool and Wolverine and briefly touched upon the company's long-in-the-works Blade reboot, which still has two-time Oscar-winning Mahershala Ali set to star. Marvel announced its Blade reboot back in July of 2019, boys and girls. 2019. 5 years at this point. 5 years ago this movie was announced, which means it has been in development far longer than that. 7 years, most likely. This movie has been in development hell. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 years since Ali was announced and attached to this. And just what? A year? 2 years now since we heard about the entire original team getting all fired because they were going to try to make some kind of woke nonsense, girl power boss, talk about all your feelings nonsense, not action movie involving the Blade character, where it would literally be Blade in name only. But oh, no, no, no. Mr. Ali was not willing to put up with that, and thank God for that man putting his foot down before Disney Marvel destroyed another one of our most beloved characters, i.e. the Daywalker, the Vampire Hunter, Blade. So he said in here, he keeps going on with this, which is still, yes. He says, Marvel announced its Blade reboot and moved on, right? Development has been rocky. Well, that's a really nice way of saying it, as several writers and directors have come and gone from the project over the years. Been hired and then fired, you mean? Feige said not rushing the film has been of the utmost importance for the studio. Feige was asked about the Blade in relation to the Deadpool and Wolverine, which is the first R-rated entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Marvel boss said that the only way of bringing Deadpool into the MCU was to keep him R-rated, and that's the essence of his character. Duh! The same goes for Blade, Feige teased. Ah, yes. Kevin Feige has finally seen the writing on the wall, or at least has finally run out of other people's money to keep pushing the kind of nonsense agenda he was totally okay with for so long, and went, yeah, that's not going to happen. Or the more likely scenario, Ryan Reynolds put his foot down and told Kevin Feige, we are not doing a movie that will save your franchise who has lost billions of dollars without it being the kind of Deadpool movie that I am known for and that is going to be R-rated. Also, exact same situation has happened with Mr. Ali. He has put his foot down with Kevin Feige and the rest of Disney Marvel and goes, no, you're not going to devastate and destroy my beloved character of Blade, and that would absolutely make the fans completely and totally upset and make me look like an absolute abysmal fool. No, boys and girls, I am not getting the Green Lantern, and I am not getting the, of course, Daredevil treatment that so many actors have got in the past. No, you're not slapping that label on me. So that, personally, me, is probably the more likely scenario. Now, in the future, the next few years, if the Deadpool and Wolverine movie actually changes things over there at Disney Marvel and actually sets a new standard for going forward, then by all means, that will be a great thing to hear about. But for as of right now, the only reason I was ever cautiously optimistic about the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, and the only reason I have come to the conclusion of being cautiously optimistic for the Blade movie is not because Kevin Feige all of a sudden had a change of heart, all because all of a sudden he's seen the writing on the wall and that woke don't sell. No, it's because two strong men went out there and put their foot down and said, no. I will walk before I let you have me involved with the devastation and the destruction of another beloved Marvel character that not only do I love, but so many fans, billions of fans worldwide also love and enjoy. So yes, he's out there right. Feige says, I think that's right. I mean, for the last 2 years, we've been trying to crack that movie. The most important thing is for us not rushing it and making sure we're making the right Blade movie. Because there were some great Blade movies years ago. They were all rated R. So I think that's, like Deadpool, inherent with the character of Blade. Yes, again, strange concept. Don't fix what's not broken. If it's worked in the past, it'll probably work again in the future. If you don't study your history, you're destined to repeat it, right? They're generally referencing the bad things there. But guess what? You can learn a lot from studying your history. The Blade movies were a financial success, and a lot of the fans really loved them. I'm personally a fan of all three of them. I think Trinity was the first time we actually got to see Ryan Reynolds as the character of Deadpool, and it absolutely should be respected and adored, if nothing else, just for that, especially considering everything that we've got going on right now. I am so glad to hear that Mr. Ali is putting his foot down behind the scenes over there and making Kevin Feige actually have some common sense to think that, yes, I know, strange concept, a day-walking vampire who runs out there cutting the heads off and stabbing into the hearts of all of these vampires out there needs to be a bloody and gory R-rated action flick. Strange concept, I know. So like I said, boys and girls, do I think Kevin Feige is actually having a change of heart, that he's actually seeing the writing on the wall, and he's actually terrified that his legacy is at stake? And that he might end up going down as the guy who reigned over the last remnant efforts of the coal of the once great Marvel franchise? Maybe. But more than likely not, boys and girls. We've got two strong males here who put their foot down, stood up for not only their own characters, not only their own interests, but also by proxy, all of our wonderful fans out there at the end of the day. That is the most important thing. Do I think Kevin Feige has changed heart? No. Do I think the Blade movie has the potential to actually be good? Yes, boys and girls, I do. I'm cautiously optimistic, and I think the only one we have to thank for that one is Mr. Ali himself. So shout out to him, and thank you, good sir. Hopefully, we'll actually end up getting a proper and good representation of Blade that will make the fans happy, because at the end of the day, you make the fans happy, we'll make you rich. You decide to disrespect one of our favorite characters, we'll ignore you and watch you burn down to the ground.